question number 1 here is they're saying they want us to enter a fraction that is equivalent to 6/7 with a denominator of 42. So they want us to take this 6/7 fraction and change it to have a denominator of 2, but we want to make one that is equivalent, right? That's really the same thing. So we want to make a fraction that's equivalent to 6/7, really the same as 6/7, but has a denominator of 42. How do we do that?
Why don't you just multiply the bottom number by 6?
Yeah, exactly. Good job. Multiply top and the bottom, right? Both by 6. Exactly. Yeah. Now, some of you are really good at your times tables. They're fresh in your mind, and so you know it's a 6 right away. Great. If you're a little more rusty on it, that's okay. You could have just, if you're looking at that 42 and then 7, right? You're saying 7 is the denominator. I got to make it 42. I'm not sure what I need. Well, you could just divide on your calculator, right? Just divide by, or 7, I mean. Divide by the old denominator 7, and it'll tell you what you need to multiply by. Just in case you're not remembering off the top of your head, just use your calculator and divide. Okay, so yeah, right on, good job. We need to multiply top and bottom of that fraction by 6, don't we? And when we do, what we'll get is 36 on the top, on the bottom, 6 times 7, 42. Again, use your calculator if you're rusty on some of that. 36 over 42, and that's it. We're done. That fraction is equivalent. It's the same as 6/7. It just looks different. And how would you, what if one of the people you're teaching in the future, one of the younger folks, asks you, Mr. or Mrs. your name, how do I know that 6/7 is really equivalent? How do I know that that's the same as 6/7? How do I know that 36 over 42 is equivalent? Why is it the same? How do I know it's the same as 6/7?
I would say because if you were to divide it again by the 7, then you would get back to the regular number 6 over 7.
Very good, very good. Yeah, divide by the 6. Yeah, divide by the 6. Exactly. If you divide top and bottom by 6, which is what we multiplied by, it would go right back and become 6/7. Excellent. Good answer. Yeah, just showing that reducing that fraction takes it right back to 6/7, doesn't it? Exactly. So that proves it's really the same thing as 6/7. It just looks different. Exactly. Good. We good with that? Remember all that kind of stuff? So that's making a new denominator. How about the second one? 6/5. Want to find a fraction that's equivalent to 6/5, denominator 25. So what am I going to do there? Multiply top and bottom, right? Again, by
5.
5 it is. So that becomes 30 over 25. Right, so we always have to do the top and the bottom. That way we're not changing the value of the fraction. Right, that's why we do top and bottom, because that way it's the same thing, isn't it? All right, let's do one more, 5/9. So if you're not sure, just look back, compare the new denominator to the old one, divide by 9, and your calculator will tell you 6. You probably remember anyway, but if you're a little rusty, just do that. 6, and so that's what we need to multiply top and bottom by, and we will get 30 over 54. Yeah, and if we took that 30 over 54, what that means, let me put it this way. That means that 5/9 and 30 over 54 are two ways of saying the same thing, isn't it? Like if you took a gigantic pizza and you cut it into 54 pieces, and your class got 30 out of 54 pieces of the giant pizza, that was for a bunch of different classes. Your class got 30, 54. That means your class got 5/9 of the pizza. 5/9 of the whole pizza. That's the same thing, isn't it? Those are the same portion of the entire pizza. They're just two different ways of saying the same portion, the same part of the whole. We good there? Any questions on that one?